चारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय विष्णुपाद परम संप्रदायाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतस्त्री श्री भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रपाद की जय विष्णुपाद परम संप्रदायाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतस्त्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी शिल प्रपाद की गौर की सौदाब बाबा जी महाराज की शिल भक्तिविनोद ठाकुर की जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की षड गोस्वामी वृंद की श्री श्रीनिताय गौरांग की श्री राधा गौ नटराज की जगन्नाथ बल्ले सुभद्रा मैया की अंतकोटि वैष्णव वृंद की all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Guru and Gauranga. Srila Prabhupada की हरे कृष्ण। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भवतेरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः. Reading from Canto 10th, verse, chapter number 84 and verse number 23. Please repeat after me. Nayam Vindanti Ami Bhupa Eka Ramascha Vishnaya Maya Javanika Channam Atmanam Kalam Ishwaram Nayam Vindanti Ami Bhupa Eka Ramascha Vishnaya Maya Javanika Channam Atmanam Kalamishwaram Nayam Vindanti Ami Bhupa Eka Ramascha Vishnaya Maya Javanika Channam Atmanam Kalamishwaram Nayam Vindanti Ami Bhupa Eka Ramascha Vishnaya Maya Javanika Channam Atmanam Kalamishwaram. What word meaning? Na, not. Yam, whom. Vindanti, no. Ami, these. Bhupaha, kings. Eka, together. Atma, Aramaha, who enjoy. Cha, and. Vrishnaya, the Vrishnis. Maya, of the divine power of illusion. Javanika, by the curtain. Achannam, covered. Atmanam, the supreme soul. Kalam, time. Ishwaram, the supreme controller. Translation purport with the disciples of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki translation. Neither these kings nor even the Vrishnis who enjoy your intimate association know you as the soul of all existence, the force of time and the supreme controller. For them you are covered by the curtain of Maya. I will read again translation. Neither these kings nor even the Vrishnis who enjoy your intimate association know you as the soul of all existence, the force of time and the supreme controller. For them you are covered by the curtain of Maya. Purport. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti explains that Lord Krishna's family, the Vrishnis, were too familiar with him to realize that he is the super soul residing in the heart of every created being. And those kings at Kurukshetra who were not devotees of Krishna could not recognize him as time, the annihilator of everything. Devotees and non-devotees are both covered by Maya, but in different ways. For the materialists, Maya is illusion, but for the Vaishnavas, she acts as Yoga Maya, the internal potency who covers their awareness of the Supreme Lord's majesty and engages them in his eternal pleasure pastimes. That is our praise. Om Agnantimarandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Nilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Utapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Sri Rupam Sagarjatam Sagana Raghunadanvitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नित्यनामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरतिशे नमः हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमस्ते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नीलाचला निवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्र सुभद्राभ्यं जगन्नाथाय ते नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे Hare Krishna. Basic glimpse of all devotees who are sitting here. Acharya Prabhu, all devotees. So that I will be able to glorify the Lord and purify my heart for the pleasure of all devotees. Here we are hearing from the sages. They are glorifying Lord Krishna. Before Lord Krishna, he glorified all the sages as if he is a conditioned soul, seeking their blessings and like that. So they became really embarrassment for them. And, Lord Himself is speaking as a normal, as a ordinary king and conditioned soul. So now they are enthusiastically glorifying the Lord, uh, so that they will become again, come out of this embarrassment. So they are glorifying the Lord as uh, here as that devotees and non-devotees both they covered by Maya, but in different ways. So non-devotees means the conditioned souls. They are covered by Maya, Maya Javanika Channam. So they can't uh, recognize the Lord, even though He's present within the atom. ऐसा प्रभु तो मतलब his whole cosmic manifestation is created by him and everything is maintained and creation maintenance annihilation is present in every uh, uh, activity मतलब without him nothing can happen the conditions will go or a living entity can't do anything is explains himself as Paramatma. Because of Lord presenting in our heart, Matta Smriti Jnanam Apohanam cha. We are able to remember, and all the things were without Lord's presence, nothing can happen. But at the same time, the conditioned souls, uh, they can't recognize him. Uh, this Maya Javanika Channam, this word comes in prayers of Queen Kunti. There, there also, uh, Prabhu speaks on this verse, Queen Kunti's prayers verse, uh, where uh, Maya Javanika Channam Agnan Adoksha Avyayam. This verse. So the conditioned souls are covered by this curtain of Maya. This is uh, this is one where uh, like the Prabhupada gives example of like when this curtain is closed, we can't see, even the deities are there, we can't see, because the curtain makes it invisible. So this Maya consists of three modes of material nature. This will not allow the conditioned souls to see the Lord. And the mm, and Agna. Agna means the living entity is full of ignorance, and by covered by these three modes of material nature, Rajogun, Tamogun. Especially because of Rajogun and Tamogun, the living entity, uh, is Bahirmukha. Matlab, he thinks himself as body and focus on how to enjoy in this material world because of ignorance and passion. Uh, they Prabhupada gives the example of people how they are so passionate, uh, working hard for sense gratification, uh, and making uh, elaborate arrangement for enjoyment. People make big buildings. You know, so they make and Prabhupada speaks about New York. They have 110 florid buildings there. People can stay in few floors, one or two, three. That is sufficient. But why they make so much big buildings? And because their vision is external, full of passion and how to enjoy this world. So these people who are Agna, they can't see the Lord, and they see everything is working under as material nature, and they want to exploit the material nature. And beside that, Lord is Adokshaya. He is beyond the material perception. The whatever literatures we have, all the Vedas or everything, Adokshaja, matlab A to A to Ksha. Matlab. So whatever explanations you may do with all this, with these words, explain the theories with the different theories, speculations, but uh, you cannot perceive the Lord. It is not so easy because Lord is beyond this material. You can't see Him by these senses, by these material senses, eyes, ears, or like that. And in that sloka it comes Maya Javnika Chanam Agna Adokshya Avyam Nalakshite Moda Drisha Nato Natyo Daro Yata. Like somebody is in the a child, his father he changes his for dress and makeup, and he's doing a drama in front of him. the child may not understand, he is his father. Like that, even though the Lord comes, appears in this world, uh, like when Lord appeared, Lord Krishna was present. Only few people, even though everybody could see him, but nobody knows that he is Supreme Lord. Very few people, Pandavas and devotees and sages. Some people in Rajasuya sacrifice before, uh, when Krishna was glorified, Bhishma Dev, some people all accept him as a Supreme Personality of Godhead. But all don't know that he is, as a Krishna, so as Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the Supreme Soul of all living beings. So, so even though the Lord comes to this material world, acts as a human being, plays does his lila, but not everyone understands him as a Supreme Personality of Godhead because of this Maya Javanika Channam Agna Adokshaya Avyam, because it's beyond material perception. And, and some people think as Avyaktam Vyaktim Apannam Manyate Mam Abuddhaya Parambhavam Ajananto Mamavyayam Anuttamam. So some people who are like Mayavadis, they think impersonal is the highest realization, and when the Brahman comes in contact with the modes of material nature, he is appearing as in the form. Uh, ultimate thing is impersonal. They think, and they think the form of Krishna as material. So they are called Abuddhaya. They don't understand Parambhavam Ajananta. They don't know uh, his imperishable and supreme nature of the Lord. So the people have different conceptions of God, especially now in the modern philosophers. Everybody thinks he is impersonal. Even in India, many organizations and followers of Shankaracharya, they all think Lord is impersonal. So for them, they are called Abhuddhaya and they can't realize the Lord. And Avjananti Mamuda Mansimtam Ashitam Parambhava Ajananta Mambhuta Maheshwaram. Fools deride when I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as the Supreme Lord of all that be. So even though, despite the transcendent qualities of Lord Krishna's body full of bliss, knowledge, and many so-called scholars, commentators, even though they know so much knowledge of the Sanskrit, everything, but still because of impersonal, these are covered by Maya, and they interpret the Shastra and makes Lord as mm, as material. Even the Lord is uh, Satchidananda Vigraha. So here Prabhupada writes that because we are covered by Maya, and we are foolish, and the living entity is foolish, and Lord is beyond material perception. So this is a predicament where uh, unless one is very serious, uh, it is very difficult to understand Krishna. Here in the purport, Vishwanath Chakravarti says that all those kings at Kurukshetra who are not devotees of Krishna could not recognize him as time, the annihilator of everything. So here, uh, could not recognize him as time, the annihilator of anything. So here, uh, where those who don't believe in God, and where is God, they will say atheistic. For them, Lord comes as death personified. The same as time. Annihilates everything as the time comes. And for here, the Vrishnis were too familiar with him to realize him that he is the super soul residing in the heart of every created being. शिष्य निताय गौरांग की श्रील प्रपाद की जय. So here for Vishnus it is compared to super soul residing in heart of every created being. So for them, Lord, those who are devotees, they can perceive within their heart Premanjana Charita Bhakti Vilochana Santas Sadeva Hrideshu Vilokayanti. So for devotees, they see in their hearts and they see, with their they having love for Lord, they can see Him outside also and within their hearts. But for non-devotees, Krishna comes as death, an annihilator of everything. And devotees and non-devotees are both covered by Maya, but in different ways. For the materialists, Maya is illusion, but for the Vaishnavas, he acts as Yoga Maya. So for the materialists, their vision is external and they want to exploit this material nature. And even the Lord is present in the heart as Paramatma. He is so merciful that he allows them to enjoy in this material world. Is compared to like a millionaire having a dog. He takes the dog for the walk in the morning. So when the dog goes and you know what dogs does, it smells different places, pass urine and stool, and the master is waiting with the chain standing. Actually, he's a millionaire. He has nothing to do with the dog. But out of love for the dog, he is going with the dog, and what the dog is doing is passing stool. So this is the situation of the conditioned soul. He is Antarang Shakti of the Lord, supposed to give pleasure to the Lord, but he wants to enjoy separately. So the Lords make arrangement of this world. So he comes as Paramatma and is staying along with the soul and providing all facility. But the what living entity comes for to this material world is like this dog for passing stool. So nothing more than that is there in this world. So, but as here the millionaire master is out of love for the dog, he is standing and waiting. Like that, he is also waiting within the conditioned soul heart, and when he will turn towards him and recognize him, and again uh, uh, again turn towards him and develop love for him, and again join him. So till that time, in whichever species the living entity goes, Lord goes along with the soul in every species and make all this arrangement of this material, uh, to Prabhupada explains in that class like as a super soul, like a thief, he wants to uh, steal from some house. So as a Parma within the heart, he gives intelligence how to steal to the thief, because that is what he wants finally. And at the same time, as a Paramatma within that house, owner of the house, he will also gives intelligence how to get protected. So this is what Lord does in the material world. So uh, living entity, just because out of love for the conditioned soul, Lord is arranging all the things. Otherwise, he can live. So that's sloka. Anandamaya abhyasat. So we all part and parcels of Krishna. He created us, we all to give pleasure for him. That is the purpose. But when conditioned soul want to be separately from Krishna, so this is the situation. Here, devotees and non-devotees both covered by Maya, but in different ways. For devotees, like as I said, we are all meant for the pleasure of the Lord. So devotees are covered by internal potency, like Vrajavasis, you know, they are covered by Yoga Maya, uh, because Krishna wants intimate relation with the souls, with the different relationships as a lover, as a parental affection, as a, friends, and like this actually these all the relations gives pleasure to the Lord. So but to have these relationships like this, as a lover, as a parental affection, friends, so he covers them by his internal potency, so that they will uh, deal with him very intimately, you know, play with him, feed him as a child, as a lover, gopis with Krishna. So by internal potency, mm, they uh, they act in this way. Where we see in the past time when Krishna eats dirt, Mother Yashoda comes and you know, wanted to see what is there in the mouth. So when she opens the mouth, she sees the whole cosmic creation, everything, uh, all material elements. She sees herself also within that mouth. So at that time, she recognized, array, uh, this whole material world is illusion, and she is thinking that she is the wife of Nanda Maharaj, and he is his son. So at that time, she becomes very philosophical and thinks in a, recognize the presence of the Lord. But after moments, within moments again, Lord covers her with his internal potency. Again, she forgets, he is the Supreme Lord, everything. Again, she becomes affectionately towards him and feeds him the milk. So this way, uh, uh, at different times also, like when Gargmuni comes and explain how Lord appears in different, he comes as a in different incarnations, all the his incarnation appearances, he explains is equal to Narayana. Everything they say, but Nanda Maharaj, for them, they think he may be powerful, or they see him as their own child. They forgets everything because they are covered by uh, Yoga Maya. Then only one will be able to intimately act with the Lord, and that what gives pleasure to the Lord. That's why in the highest abode, Golok Vrindavan, uh, mm, all the relationships are very intimate uh, with the Lord. and that is the highest abode. So they are non-devotees and who are covered by full of, covered by Maya, and the devotees like in Golok Vrindavan, they are intimately associated with them. So how one can understand the Lord is, Lord explains in Bhagavad Gita, Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tattvatah tato mam tattvato gnatva visredanam. One can understand him as, one can understand me as I am, as the Supreme Personality Godhead only by devotional service. And one is in full consciousness of me by such devotion, he can enter into the kingdom of God. So because Lord is actually, there is one more sloka comes in Brahma Samhita. Advaitam achyutam anadi manantarupam adyam purana purusham navyamanancha vedeshu durlabam adurlabam atma bhakto govindamadi purusham tamham bhaja. Because he is without a second, achyutam, without decay, without beginning. So uh, when the by philosophical speculation or this understanding the Lord is very difficult. Adyam Purana Purusham Navyavanancha is oldest of all, and at the same time is Navyavanancha. Vedeshu Durlabam. Even though you know all the Vedas, everything, but he is very difficult. Adurlabam Atmabhakta. But it is very easy if one takes to devotional service. And that and in the purport, Prabhupada says, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna and his plenary portions cannot be understood by mental speculation nor by the non-devotees. If anyone wants to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he has to take to pure devotional service under the guidance of the pure devotee. So this is the only way to understand Krishna. If you see there in the Shastra, you'll see so many controversies. Even Bhagavad Gita, there are slokas where some slokas you can interpret as impersonal and some are directly. There are some slokas directly that Krishna is a person. But still, the people have, when Krishna speaks someplace as a third person, speaking, Lord is present in the heart as a, that is what Krishna says. Then it looks like Lord is not normal. People have, everybody have their to fulfill their desires and to misinterpret. So Durlabam, and there are pastimes where in Bhagavatam you see where in Leela Lord acts as a, Lord is glorifying the sages here as a conditioned soul. They are who want to interpret, they think at him as a ordinary person. And in fight in the Kurukshetra, when Bhishma Dev shot arrows, there is blood coming from the Lord. So people can have different notions about, people may get confused if one tries to understand himself. Uh, but by devotional service, under the guidance of the pure devotee, one can understand by practicing pure devotional service under the guidance of the pure devotees. Brahmanda Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Jiv Guru Krishna Prasad Pai Bhakti Lata. By for us, by Srila Prabhupada's mercy and his disciples, we all uh, got this Bhakti Lata Bij, understanding about at least theoretically about uh, about Krishna, how is Sachidananda Vigraha, and process of this devotional service, by chanting the holy names of the Lord. This Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and Panch Tattva, they all came to give us this devotional service. Anarpita charinchirat karunya avutin kalu samarpitam unnatojjal rasam. So that where here intimate association of the Lord, that is neither these kings nor even the Vrishnis who enjoy your intimate association, you know, they are not recognized him as a Lord, or this intimate association, this love of Godhead, which is Golokera Premadana Harinam Sangitan. So that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came with all his associates, and all his associates appeared in all different places of the planet Earth. Um, in Chaitanya Bhagavat, it says that the places where the Ganges doesn't flow, or the place where Pandavas did not, you know, did not went to any place, all those places are impious places. But why Lord allowed his devotees to appear all in different places, and where impious places, in impious families? Because Lord to deliver those all places, all the living entities at different places. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, all his associates appeared at all different places. In that time, even the other places within India are considered as very impious place according to that definition. Where the Ganges flow doesn't flow and the Pandavas did not go. Then Ekachakra and all the Bangladesh places where Lords Advaita Acharya, Sivas Thakur, they all appeared at all different places, and all they came to Navadip. So, but they all appeared at all at different places to give opportunity to the conditioned souls, this devotional service. And where we see when proper disabled, they all appeared at different continents. So that is also the plan of the Lord to deliver all the conditional souls. And this Mahamantra, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it is the uh, there is no mantra beyond this. Whole realization of the spiritual world, Golok, Vrindavan, all the intimate relationships are there in this mantra. But it will be realized according to the level of our advancement. Everybody is chanting the same mantra like now. Okay, and in the evening, we have kirtan. Many people come chant, and we are also chanting every day. And pure devotees also chant. But there is a difference. It depends on one's realization. You know. But we should have that firm faith that by chanting this holy name under the guidance of the devotees and properly applying the principles uh, in our life, maintaining purity and serving to please Guru and Krishna. Slowly, when the heart gets purified, we'll be able to mm, uh, realize our identity, relation with Krishna, and come back to Godhead. So, we should take this opportunity very seriously in one's life uh, and apply in one's life. So for here in this verse, the sages are glorifying. Non-devotees can't see him; they see him as death, and for devotees, he is Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santas Sadeva Udeshu Vilokayanti. Am Sham Sundaram Ajintya Gunaswarupam Govindamadapurusham Tamham Bhajavi. But for devotees, with their love, they can see him everywhere within their hearts, and they can act intimately. Hare Krishna. And we, as a practicing devotees, when we take this devotional service, seriously we can realize Lord Krishna, matlab, the relation with him and serve him eternally. Hare Krishna. If anybody have any question or comments, Chandra Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.